You can do a million positive things in the world. You could be the greatest impact of all time, and just one simple negative thing that you might do could ruin it all for you. Reputation is it's a big deal, especially nowadays, because with social media influencers and like just celebrities and stuff, no matter how much good they've done in the world, if they do one negative thing, they're put down for it. And then on the other side, you got the side where no matter what they do, if it's good or not, they're automatically hated on. So it's kind of interesting if you really think about it, because the hate is coming more from the desire to be that person, if that makes sense. So like take Jeff Bezos for example, or like Elon Musk. These people are so successful, they have so much money that no matter how much good they do, they will constantly get dragged on, they will constantly get hated on for absolutely every little move that they make. So this hate comes from within the people that wish they were them, in a sense. So because they have so much money, and because their money is going to pay off their kids, people are really pissed off about this, because either you got the ones that think life isn't fair, you got the ones that think they didn't deserve that, whatever. But the point is, it's not about whether you think they deserve it or not. They did it. They got the money. They did the success. They did all of that. So it's not up to you to decide whether or not they deserved it. They have it. They earned it. Now, of course, you get the few people that get super extremely lucky, like they'll post one video on social media, it will blow up, and then they become popular off of it. There's people like that too. But for like people like Elon and Jeff Bezos, I don't care if you like them or not, you have to respect the stuff they did, because these people start out from ground zero, and whether they were poor when they started or middle class, that's not the point. The point is they started without the idea of knowing it was even going to become anything, and they spent all their own money into it. And I'm pretty sure the whole story behind Bezos and Musk is that these guys started, like Bezos started in a garage. I think he started in his parents' garage. Musk started in hotels and shit like that. And people act like they're trust fund babies, like their parents were multimillionaires and handed them the money and giving it to them. And some people are like that, but some people that are trust fund babies are actually also smart with their money too, though. So you can't discredit them either just because they were born to a rich family. They can't control that. They were born there. It's just like you can't control the fact you were born in a poor environment, middle-class environment, or a rich environment. It's just whatever happens, happens. It's that scenario. You were born into it. Now it's up to you whether or not you either want to stay in that environment or get out of it. So, yeah, but back to the point though. These people can do absolutely anything. And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, they will always get hated on. For every little minute, like, detail that they do, they will get hated on for it, because people strive to be them, and because they did the work, they're there. Now people will hate on them guaranteed. Look at people like Mr. Beast, for example. His whole content, when it first started, was all based around, well, first it was like random stuff, like counting 100,000 and stuff like that, but then it turned into, giving money away and all this stuff, and I think he genuinely was helping people. Now, whether the controversy of, does he actually care about the people, or is he just doing it for content, they're getting the money, so it doesn't really matter. And, all right, my mom just called for me. Back to the point. So, yeah, so he started off his content, and started off doing random shit, went to helping people, and like I said, whether you think he did it for money, or did it for content, or did it out of the goodness of his heart, that's besides the point. They got the money, they got what they wanted or whatever. He's still helping them. Then you had the whole controversy with the whole Chris Tyson thing happen, and Then people started hating on him because he was sweeping things under the rug. And look, I'm not saying I agree or disagree with him, but what I am saying is, though, is that we're all people. None of us are perfect. Every celebrity that you know, every person you know has done something in their past that they don't even agree with themselves. They've done something that might not be morally correct. They've done something that wasn't right. And look, it sucks, but that's the truth, though. Nobody of their entire life has done everything that they like everything that they themselves agree with. That's just not possible. We all make mistakes. So what I'm saying is, these people that are slamming him for maybe making a mistake, that's like the one mistake he's made out of his entire career. I can't think of any other time that anybody was trying to cancel him in any other situation. So I think it's kind of like bullshit, because he spent all this time on YouTube. He's been on it for, what, 15 years? One thing came up out of that 15 years, and now people are trying to tear him down. Obviously, it's not working, because you're like that. When you get to a certain point like that, when you're so big in either whatever space it is, no matter what people do, you're going to stay up there. It's like if people try to tear down Bezos or Musk, Amazon's never going away. Tesla's not going away. It's staying there. He's going to continuously make money. Both of them will. Doesn't matter what you try to do. Once you get to that certain amount of money, you have a lot of power. And that's just the truth. When you get to that level of success in certain things, it doesn't matter what you do. Cancel him, disagree with him, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But no, with the Mr. Beast thing, you know, I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but take that for example. His whole career built off giving away money, doing all this stuff, and then when he started getting up there, started doing the games and, you know, all that other stuff. And he made that one mistake. Now everybody's trying to tear him down and ruin his whole career, even though it doesn't work. But what I'm saying is, these people completely throw away everything good that he did because he messed up one time. Nobody said anything about how, well, this is like the first time he's made a mistake. Nobody. So that's what I'm saying. People, they will try to find the littlest things about you just to hate on you for no reason whatsoever. These people are such losers. They have nothing going on in their life, so they have to tear you down with them. If you want to be a millionaire, and you talk to people around you about how you want to be this millionaire, you will get made fun of at least once. Somebody out of that crowd of people you talk to about it is going to make fun of you, laugh at you, disagree, say it's not possible, whatever. But you go up to the millionaire and you talk to him, unless you go into a douchebag millionaire, most of the time they will support you because they were in the same shoes as you. And these are people that aren't such losers, right? I mean, they're successful. They did something with their life. So, and it's not even just about money. It could be about anything. Maybe you want to get into maybe you want to be a doctor. There will be somebody out there that will hate on you for that and say it's not possible. I'm telling you. Lawyer, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to say that you can't make it through all those years of schooling and you're not going to do it. So, people will find the very little negative thing about you and just hammer it and hammer it and hammer it onto you, even if everything else you did was good or if everything else you did was positive. It will happen to you, especially if you're just out of the ordinary. If you are different, you're going to get hated on a lot more. Take high school, for example. If you were like that quiet, weird kid that like sat in the corner and didn't really talk to anybody, even though you didn't talk to anybody and didn't really, like, you weren't rude or anything, you will get hated on just because you are different. You are out of the order. You're not with the crowd. And it's the same thing, like, picture it this way. You take a group of people. All of them are super loud and obnoxious, and you have that one quiet kid. That one quiet kid's going to get made fun of. Now take another next group of people. Giant room full of quiet people, but you have that one obnoxious guy. Now the obnoxious guy is getting made fun of. So it's the same thing with everything else in life. If you stand apart from these crowds of people, you will get made fun of. You will get torn down. And that's just how it is. You take a millionaire, right? Or, let me rephrase that. Take a bunch of people who think being a millionaire is impossible. And you have that one guy in there that thinks it is possible, thinks he can do it. And he announces this idea to them. He is going to get made fun of out of that entire group. Now you take the opposite. Take a group of millionaires who made it and have that one kid who says that it's not possible. Now he's getting made fun of. So no matter what it is, if you stand apart from it, the group or the majority in a certain way, negative things are going to happen. People will make fun of you. They might discredit you. They might throw you in the dirt, whatever. But you standing apart makes you an easy target to attack because you're different. That's why people make fun of you. It's easy. And they especially make fun of you. Yeah, I'm not saying that's the only reason they make fun of you, but there's other reasons too. But I'm just saying that, think about it like that. You standing apart from the crowd makes you more easily accessible to being made fun of, in a sense. But no, for real. Seriously, if you really think about it though, these one negative things, especially when you have a lot of influence, these one negative things can affect you, your career, or anything if you mess up just one time. So reputation is key. Personal brand is key. So you really got to just you got to try to have a clean slate at all times. And it sucks if you are in that position to where like you're at a level that one negative thing can just tear you down completely and throw away all your work that you've done. And this isn't even about just social media, but like in life, say your reputation around your town is that you're the nice guy, but now there's an incident down the street where some guy was a dickhead to you and you beat the shit out of him. Now you're looked at as like an assaulter because you did one negative thing. One negative thing. Even though some people might agree with it. I'm not saying they won't. There will be people that agree with it, but I'm saying that to get that, for example, you just went from everybody knowing you as the nice kid. Now all of a sudden you messed up one time. Now you're a dickhead. You're an abuser. You're an assaulter. You're not good to be around because you messed up once. So this isn't even about just social media or having a personal brand or, anything to do with money. This could also be just around. If people recognize you as something and you do something that changes that perception of yourself, now they look at you as someone completely differently in a negative manner. But to be clear, this isn't everybody. There are people that do give you the benefit of the doubt. And they're like, okay, you messed up one time. That's fine. Everybody makes mistakes. There are people out there that are like that. But for the majority, though, people are not. They will find that one negative thing, decide to hate on you for it, and they go from there. It sucks that life is kind of derived from hate. It's literally a battle between hate and then love. So it's one or the other. I mean, sure, it sucks, but we all go through it, especially if we're apart from the crowd. But no, I mean, it's kind of crazy how, seriously, one negative thing can affect you for the rest of your life. You mess up one time, and you think it's over. So if you are in that situation, and maybe you did mess up once, and now your whole reputation's ruined, just know that it's okay. Everybody is going to make mistakes in life. Anybody that says they don't make mistakes is fucking lying to you. They are lying to you. They are lying through their teeth. Don't listen to them. There's no point to be around those people because they're arrogant. So take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, everybody makes mistakes. But other than that, life isn't too short to make a change.